17, there's a look at the beautiful state-of-the-art Mercedes-Benz Stadium here in Atlanta, GA. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from Atlanta. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Now Penix. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. A lot of talk the other day about them wanting to quiet this home crowd early and often. Very first play of the game, they do just that.
You're exactly right about that, because that's often a conversation when you go on the road and you travel. Hey, let's take the crowd out of it. What a great way of doing so by putting the quarterback on the deck.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Penix. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Tony Pollard scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Titans will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Folk. And that makes the score 7-0. There's the Titan kick team as they run up and send this one away. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Credit the sack there to Arden Key.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And looking to throw, Penix. That's brought in downfield by London. Now inside the 25. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fighting through at the 25. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
Fighting through the tackle at the 30. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 79 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's Pollard again. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Pollard is not going to get a whole lot, maybe a yard down to the 3. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line.
That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Pollard one more time. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Third and goal, here's Levis. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Folks' kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, That would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Now 2nd and 5. They'll go play action here with Penix. That's caught left side to tight end Pitts. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. He'll get this complete to Rondale Moore. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
From the shotgun, it's Penix. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 18. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback, you're going to bring more pressure at him at all times because you don't know how he's going to hold up. He was fortunate there. Luck was on his side, able to recover that fumble.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Titans are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Well, they go play action. Here's Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Levis. The throw out right, going to be incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll run left with Pollard. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's Levis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 33 yards that time. Working from the gun. Here's Levis. That'll be complete to Okonkwo. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Levis, he's going to audible to something else. Out of the gun to give to Spears. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Flushed out right. And it's a Titans touchdown. Tyler Boyd, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Titans will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. On for the extra point is Folk. It's good to make it 17-7.
Next to score, Titans 17, Falcons 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will be caught downfield by Moore. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Penix working out of the gun here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
He'll fire deep, looking for more. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he takes it all the way across the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, one thing I know for sure, the standard speech is to treat the game like it's tied. But when you have an advantage, they also tell you, make sure you don't get your foot off the gas. Message received.
Levis to throw off play action. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Titans. DeAndre Hopkins, 58 yards. And the Titans come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Folk connects on the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. They'll throw with Penix. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Here's Penix. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. And looking to throw, Penix. That is caught. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
This ball down the field for Pitts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
On third down, Penix from the gun. And that will be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. On the bootleg, it's Penix. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A give to Pollard, running left. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down, Pollard again. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 102 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
Levis back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point up and good by Folk. And the lead is now 24.
31, Falcons 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
19 at the 9-yard line.
To the air, Penix. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
All right, partner, deuce is wild on this sequence. 2 plays, 2 sacks, and now 2 points thanks to the safety. Offensively, there just didn't seem to be much of a plan when they came out on attack. That let the defense create a little chaos up front and set up one of their guys to make a play and get through and record the sack.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
And remember, following the safety, you give the football up as well, and they free kick it from the 20 now. Here's Jackson to return. So following the failed try on 4th down,